Hey guys, it's Steve and I'm back with a new video. The PS4 launched approximately 2 years ago this month, and from that time until now, there's been a certain thing that we as gamers have been looking for, but PlayStation took forever to develop. Well, that particular thing is out now and we are going to discuss it in today's video, so stay tuned. So like I said, from the time PS4 launched up until today, we've been looking for the ability to use a remote with it, similar to how the PS3 does. Well, finally, there is an officially licensed PlayStation 4 Media Remote out, and today I'm going to look at it, go over it with you, talk about some of the features and capabilities of it. So first off, here's the box. This is not going to be an unboxing. I've already unpackaged this thing. I've already paired it. I'm just going to go over some of that stuff with you. But this is it. Box looks pretty much the same as the PS3 Media Remote, and I was actually expecting something of the same size. Inside the box you get this set of instructions and the actual remote itself right here. Now, one thing it does need is AA batteries. Those are not included, and additionally this is a Bluetooth enabled remote. So in comparing these two remotes here, what I've got right here is my PlayStation 3 Media Remote, and here is the new PS4 remote. And you'll notice that the PS4 remote is considerably smaller. I don't know how, if you can see that edge overlap there, that's actually the PS3. It is much bigger than the PS4 Media Remote. You can see a little bit of it there. Now, overall, it is a pretty nice remote. I mean, it's got the ability similar to the PS3 remote to where you can control not only the PS4 but your actual TV. If you've got an amplifier and a cable box, it can also be paired to control those as well. It also, if you look on here, has the ability to eject discs, which of course the PS3 didn't have, depending upon the model that you have. Mine had the push button. I had the slim model with the push button lid that came back, so really wasn't a need for the PS3 Media Remote to have that. But the PS4 does have an eject button. It does have the ability to share, so you can share videos straight from the remote. Trying to see any differences here. You can see that there's a record button. Now, one thing I did notice, and I'm going to show that in just a second as I start going through what this remote can control. One thing I did notice is, you know how with the PS3 remote you can control not only the PS3, but you go in, you can control your apps such as Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, whatever. With the PS4 Media Remote, I found that it controls all of the ones that I have except for YouTube. It does not control the YouTube app. It'll open YouTube, but it will not scroll through videos. It will not select. I'm not sure why that is. If any of you out there know of a solution for it, or workaround, or how to get it to do it, please list that down in the comment section below. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into how you go about pairing this thing. And so the first thing you want to do is turn on the PS4. You want to go on into your appropriate profile. As you can see, I've already got mine paired, and it keeps telling me to press the PS button, which I've already done. And for some features, unfortunately, you still need the controller hooked up. So to me, that's a drawback. That's one of the things that I don't like about this. Now, in order to pair this, what you're going to need to do is go into settings. You want to scroll all the way down to, I believe it's devices. You want to go into Bluetooth devices. Okay, once you do that, you want to press this PlayStation button, the PS button. And immediately upon doing that, then you want to press the share button and the PlayStation button. So these two right next to each other. This one, you want to press those together. And once you do that, this red light right here will start flashing. Into the the instruction guide, you want to place the remote as close to the PS4 system and wait for it to appear. And what's going to happen is it'll appear right up here, just like it is on the screen. Now you still need your actual PS4 game controller to select that device, the PDP Universal Media Remote. And then once you do that, the red LED light on the remote will flash for 3 seconds and then turn off, and that indicates that you have successfully paired it. In order to pair one of these an additional device, you want to use one of these buttons here. You already see the first one says PS4, the second one says TV, third one says amplifier, and the fourth one is a cable box. Well, what you want to do is you want to press the appropriate button that you want to use. So say for instance, if it's a TV, you want to just press that TV button. What I did was an auto search and it automatically found my TV. So what you want to do is you want to turn your, in this case, TV on, point your remote directly at it throughout the entire process. You want to press and hold this green power button that my thumb is right up under, and you also want to press and hold this TV button. Press both of them at the same time, and it says to do it for approximately 5 seconds. At that time, the red LED light, which is right up here in the corner, that's going to turn on, indicating that the remote is now in auto search mode. And what happens is once it locates your device, your TV is going to automatically shut off. As soon as that happens, you press any button. What I did is I just went ahead and pressed TV, and that captures the pairing. Okay, and as soon as you get done with that, then you press the button and the device will cut on. I've already paired my TV with this, so all I have to do in this case is press power and it goes off. Wait a second. And press power again, cuts right on. So what about some of the other functions of it? I mean, because this one does have an eject button on it. If you look right here at the top, you'll see right next to the TV and the power button, there's an eject button. So how does that work? Well, let's look back over at the PlayStation. And we're going to press eject because I do have a video in there. Hit eject. And there it is. So it does work in that regard. Now let me show you what I'm talking about as far as it not doing what I needed to do for YouTube. And I'm using the remote to go through all of these different icons here. So you see, you've got, if you go on Amazon, so as you can see, as I'm going through Amazon Prime, you can see there's different shows that are already on here. As I'm pressing a button, the menu is scrolling back and forth, so it works in Amazon Prime. And to close out any app, all you do is long press the PlayStation button. You get the feature up there at the top to close out that app. You simply press the button. Alright, so let's check out Netflix, the same thing. Now the only difference between these two is that I found slight button preference, I guess to describe button functionality. In YouTube, say for instance, or not YouTube, say in, we're here in Netflix. Now if I'm watching something, we'll just say the heck with it, Parks and Recreation. Say we're watching that.
And it's because of
now if I want to see this menu, all I do is press down on this button and it brings up the menu on the screen. Press it again, comes up, press up, and it goes away. Now in Amazon it works different. Alright, so we're here in Prime. If I select a show here and it starts up, just for the heck of it, we're going to say pilot. Now if I want to see that same menu as far as what's going on, I'm not going to press down this time. This time I have to press up, and you see that menu. And pressing down does not make it go away. It brings up the rest of the stuff in your menu. So those are just minor differences that I've seen between these two apps. Now, like I was saying, for YouTube, like I said, it can bring the app up. It can actually open the app. But when it comes to maneuvering back and forth between anything, you see me pressing the button here. Matter of fact, I'm pressing all 4 directions. And there's nothing going on the screen. So I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if that's going to be coming in an update, a future update, or what. Also, as a PlayStation 4 owner, you need to make sure that your system is updated to at least update 2.55. Otherwise, this remote is not going to work. So when looking at these two, how do they compare? Well, the PS4 controller is $29.99. The PS3 controller was $20. To me, I felt like the PS3 controller was a much better buy. Matter of fact, I still use my PS3. I use it more for streaming than gaming than anything else. And I get all the bang for my buck that I can out of this one. This PS4 controller, the fact that it doesn't control YouTube, the fact that there's been no update pushed out to it before this thing was launched, and just the slight differences between the apps, like I demonstrated with Netflix and Amazon Prime, to me it makes this a little overpriced. I mean, at $30 it doesn't do everything that it needs to do. However, I will say it is a very good buy. It's pretty easy to pair. Once you get it paired, then you shouldn't have too many problems. Other than the fact that if you're watching YouTube, you're still going to want to keep that game controller with you, because that's the only way you're going to be able to navigate throughout the app. As opposed to this here, I can go into YouTube, Amazon Prime, and Netflix, and I can operate back and forth, no issues. I can control every aspect of a video, a movie, whatever. I just feel like, well, then again, I mean, I guess this thing is just, the PS4 remote is just launching. And like I said, some of those things that I mentioned could be fixed with future updates. And then you'll have an absolutely great media remote that, to me, will match the PS3. So right now, I guess on a grade of A to F, I'd have to give this, I mean, it's a solid B+. So they've got a little bit work left to do on there, especially getting that YouTube feature fixed. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you've got one, if you're planning on getting one, what your thoughts are of it. And again, if anybody knows a workaround for working on YouTube or scrolling through YouTube videos, please let me know that as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.